There we go. Yes. Perfect. Hello, everyone. Oh. Anyway, welcome to another Artcast. This one is a little bit different, very auspicious, because I found a very nice. Well, let's just say this. There's a phone app I use. I've mentioned this several times before. It's called Ibis Paint X or something. And they released some Bezier curve tools that are really nice. Under the fact that the caveat is that they are now on a subscription based fee thing, and as much as I hate that business model, I sort of acquiesced and bought like a year subscription when I was up on. I took a trip, went up to Sedona for my birthday. More or less like it was one of Grandma's favorite spots. So me and my mom went there. Very much sort of a pilgrimage, if you want to consider it that. And I was just like, I didn't have. What am I doing there? Oh, cool! I didn't know it had that. Neat. I forgot you can do. You can do stuff like that, sort of maneuver and I got to look and see if masking works. There's got to be a masking setup. That would also really help. But anyway, I was up there. I saw they had these new settings. I was like, screw it. Let's just do it. And so I got myself a year subscription, and it's actually pretty nice once you start using the Bezier curves and stuff. I actually need to send this to my computer. I'm going to do that right now while we're on chat or on stream and see if this actually works out, if it looks nice. If you go above, like usually when I work on my computer, I work around about 6,000 by 6,000 pixels. That might be a little bit excessive for some people, but I do it so I can get some really nice detail on very, very, like you zoom in really, really tight and get some nice detail. Here, I believe the canvas was still maybe around. Here, let's see what a new canvas is. A new canvas is 720 by 1280. You're not going to get a whole lot of detail with that, but you're going to get I wouldn't say that's a whole bunch of good detail, but that's enough detail to make like a decent pic for like Twitter or something like really close. I can maybe double that size and still not lose as much quality. Let's see, I flattened this whole thing, so I guess I'm just going to go and do it as a pen. Oh, okay. It says AI super resolution and you can make it twice as big. Okay, that's not true AI. That's not generative AI. That's program. That's just a program. It's basically what they call AI on your toothbrush. Hey, fish. No, nothing's wrong with my tablet. It's just that I was running around for like about 3 days without my equipment. And also, I tend to whenever I'm out and about, I tend to doodle on the phone. So this would actually come in real handy if I wanted to, again, have something ready by the time I came home from a day. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm trying this AI super resolution. So now it's going to double the size and hopefully make this a little bit crisper for when I post it later. This is just a really simple drawing of Debbie Turnbuckle, a character from Robot Boy, French Canadian Cartoon Network series. I wouldn't say it was a true Cartoon Network series, but it was the same cartoon, same way Total Drama Island is a Cartoon Network series. Download failed. Timeout for schedule. Okay, screw that. We're not doing the super AI. Or maybe it's because I just have really shitty Wi-Fi here. Okay, I'm just going to email this to myself. And like I said, this should, even though it's not as big as I like to work, this should be pretty decent quality. I just remember being right down to the fact that Robot Boy and Jenny have almost the same kind of color pattern. It was fine. Debbie might be the most memorable part of the whole show. But I remember it being okay. The villains were pretty good too. You had the big sumo guy who worked with the little guy with the glasses. Okay, so I just emailed it to myself. Let's see if it actually turned out pretty good. Why is this so dark? Oh no! That guy was a jerk. Yeah, I mean, it was about the kid who was taken care of for some reason. The main scientist, the guy who created Robot Boy. Oh, I know what the excuse was. The excuse was also to have Robot Boy interact with young kids too. That's why he sent the Robot Boy to him. Oh. Did I send that to the right place? Sending email. Okay, I gotta actually throw this. I gotta throw my phone out in the hallway. Hold on a second. I gotta put up some of this stuff here. So anyway, I came home. I finally finished this. I would say I started this going up. I found the different programs or the different settings for the Bezier curves that the program unlocked, and also vector programs. And I was like, oh, okay, this is great. And then from there, I just kind of was like, sure, I'll pay for the full setup. I mean, $20 a year. I mean, as much as I absolutely abhor that whole business model, I would rather pay up front and get. I did actually. I paid to unlock a bunch of different settings, but I guess they just switched, doing the Clip Studio bullshit. I'm excited to see this. I should have just used Bluetooth connection to send it to my computer. Or just saved it on my computer. I could do that. Damn it. Fan from what I can remember, I think the scientist wanted the blonde kid to hide the robot from the main villain of the show. I forget his name. Yeah, me too. I didn't yeah, it was to hide Robot Boy, but also Robot Boy needed to be around kids his age, I think. Or maybe that was just a happy sort of accident. Which was weird. They never showed the blonde kid being super into. Well, I guess no. Actually, they did a couple times. But a lot of the times he was just kind of like a regular kid. They never showed him being super into robotics. He could just sort of help Robot Boy. whenever he got like damaged or something. Okay. Did it do it? Nope, still sending it. Okay, well, screw this. Let's just save this as... Let me just open this up, edit, and then I'll just save it onto the phone, and then I'll just transfer it from there via wire. It's a pain, but... Save image. Oh, I can still do that. I just remember him liking the fist. Oh yeah, the big fist superhero. Most people like, again, it's super French, so people like remember Mrs. Turnbuckle, Debbie, and the PE coach, and then a few like assassins. What the hell? Okay, so it won't do that. It won't do the double AI thing, the double the size. It's probably because I have an older phone. Okay, now let's see what we got here. I'll just open this up. Images, and I'll save this to, or move this to where I put my footages. Yeah, that's so this way I can like do art streams. Recordings, perfect. Move to here. Still need to clean up my phone. Yeah, I've got like 16 gigs of internal storage, and I'm always like running out of shit. Video. I might as I've got this copied on a USB, which I'm playing off of right now, so I might as well delete this stuff. Oh. There's, you know what? No matter what you think, the mundality of you know, the mundane tasks that fill up your day always seem to take a little bit longer. Let's see. Delete. Thank you. So anyway, I did this like 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, sometimes a stretch of 10 minutes long, and then it records to my phone, and then I have to move that from my phone to an SD card. So it's a whole process. But again, it's better than doing nothing. And then I shall move all of these. No. I've started another one while I was doing this, and I think I've already got like, no. Move. SD. Recordings. Thank you. You can't remember a single episode? Well, let's just look through it. I know that there's a bunch of them. Let's see. I bet it was French Canadian. It was pre-syndication. I'm guessing like 65 episodes. Let's just say Robot Boy. Yeah, and he turns into like a bigger magnet version of himself. Then you got Lola Mobola. Is that something to do with Dr. Kamikaze? Okay, yeah. It literally just did the most evil, like, sounding Japanese, like, name. Or, like, you know, self-destructive. Tommy Turnbull. Robot Boys, an animated series. 26 and 26. That's a grand total of 50. Yeah, okay. I was close. That's 12. So that's 52. Oh yeah. When he was turned off, he just kind of, which he would sometimes be turned off a lot. Gus is a pain in the butt. Supporting a robot. There was a robot girl antagonist, Dr. Kamikaze. Otomo. Constantine. That was his name. The fat hunchback hitman. Let's see. Donnie. Oh yeah, Donnie was the older brother. Kurt, a bully at school. Bjorn Bjornsson, an egotistical genius boy. Okay, yeah, he showed up in like maybe a couple episodes. Oh, reception. The Common Sense Media rated it 2 out of 5. Oh man. Oh no. Can you imagine? That's the only thing under reception. So the only thing they could actually find was like the white dove, you know, the whatever that when they stick that little white dove on the side of your DVD. And it's always on like a knockoff of Up or something. Yeah, Proto Boy. So that's a ripoff of Proto Man. Hold on a second. Okay, so I got that taken care of. Let me delete some of these files, make some room off of my... Okay, no, that totally did it. Okay. Good. Let's see. Card. Recordings. Okay, this don't look too bad. Let's bring it into Paint Studio, and maybe I can, like, if there's anything I need to jazz up a bit. Oh no, let's see. Do I have to copy? Okay, and then let me put it on downloads or something. There we go. And now I can bring it in here. 50%. Ooh. A little rough. A little rough when you zoom in. Other than that, this might be good enough to post. You know, it's a little blurry. Yeah, just a little blurry. I may have to go and figure out a way to... that's a shame. Oh, I know what I did. Probably all this blurriness came when I was using the... I stretched out the... You'll see. I stretched out the figure a little bit. And as you can see, I'm kind of going back and forth. I'm learning how to use the different tools. So I'm not working from what I would usually do is I would make a proper sketch. Here I'm just sort of jumping the gun in places, figuring out how to work all these different tools. This ain't bad. I can maybe clean it up a little bit. Where's my glove? Let's see. What's 100%? 100% is still kind of blurry. If I could just... Maybe... Is there a sharpen? Maybe I could bring this into some other program so I don't have to like redraw everything. No, you just clean it up here and there and it'll do fine. Yeah, it's just mainly around the hair. Get away. What the hell do I have open that's making that happen? There we go. So yeah, if I could double the size of the canvas before I start inking, that would be great. I'll have to remind myself. Other than that, this looked pretty good. Let's see. They had a yak, became a supervillain called Brainiac. I sort of remember that. Found out the creator of Robot Boy worked on the 2002 Smurfs cartoon. And an insane and hell cartoon called X Duck X. Wait, is that the Extreme Ducks? The German one where they're clearly insane? X Duck X. Yeah, okay, that's what this was. Yeah, this is dumb. The English-French dub. Okay, there is a female duck. Let's see what she looks like. Because it's mandatory. Oh, she's not a duck at all. She's just a weird human with a weird hat. Yeah, this is definitely like a little bit there are just tinges of like Space Invaders or Space Goofs and other French stuff. Yeah, right. This is pretty much just their interpretation of like a Ren and Stimpy. Like, when was this made? Like, the 90s were like forever ago. Why is she wearing? Why are they wearing these hats? (2002). Oh, 78 episodes. Criminy. 2001. Okay, I can maybe see them trying to pull this off. Yeah, of course. Jean-Louis Capron, a Duck XX, Duck X, Duck X, Space Goofs, and then finally the coup de grace, Augie and the Cockroaches, which is probably the best. And then did he go on to like produce all those other shows? No. Who did Zig and Sharko? Huh. Okay. Yeah, the French man, they do great stuff. I'm looking at the Daltons, which was also really good. Mm. Why are they showing me all these weird sci-fi What did they look at last time? All these weird sci-fi shows. Tremors. Okay, maybe it's because I saw a clip of Tremors, and now they're showing me action pics and popcorn pics. These all must be associated in some way, like content farming. Dude, that's my ghost. And a show called, I think I know what Gawain is. Gawain is with this princess who's like shrunk to the shrunk to like teeny tiny size, and has to hang out with these adventurers, right? Oh, what the hell do they do now? No, you rat bastards. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to use the yeah, just the tool. It's really nice, and it's all vector based. So which means there is a vector eraser that yeah, right there, and then boom. nice clean lines. Again, I sort of fumbled it by working a little bit too small and then fiddling with the final product by liquefying it. Hey, Underwolf, how's it going? Oh. I hope you're keeping cool. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Let's see. Huh. Oh, okay, right there. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. What is it here? Oh, it's about 99 right now. It's supposed to get up to 101. That's huh. Okay, that's weird. Okay. It's supposed to be 111 next Monday. Why is it so much cooler now? Temperature Monday. Huh. Okay. No arguments, but like why? There's no overcast or anything. Let's see. In a breaking decision, the Supreme Court allows Trump to resume deporting migrants to third world countries with minimum notice. Oh, you fucking bastards. I hope they all get shot in the face. Most likely by Trump's own people when he has no more use for them anyway. Oh, Biden. You were just a huge wet fart, weren't you? Didn't do anything with 4 years. Even if I were like in Biden's position, what I would do as president is I would like push them. I would just like do what Trump's doing. I would just like make a bunch of stupid rules and push the Supreme Court to make a president. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're already going against their own presidents. They're just like they're ruling in one case in a different way than another. In fact, that's what let's see, Sotomayor said. She says, well, we're literally going against a decision we made earlier, but it's just because it benefits Trump. But I guess just make it more obvious that they're just shitheads. Hey, Wilk. Anyway, sorry I had to go off on that, but I'm not gonna hold back anymore. When it comes to politics, everything is just falling apart. And I don't need to kind of smooth things over with Grandma and her dumbass son. Low 90s for me, but unfortunately it tends to be. Okay, well, yeah, you're in the middle of a city. We're in the middle of the valley, which is also a city. It all asphalt tends to like turn everything into like a huge, uh, you know, I was gonna say clam bake, but I don't know what that would be. I mean, a broiler would be better, a better terminology. So, like I said, I'm bouncing around here. Oh, nothing. My uncle was just a shitty, is sort of a shitty person. And Grandma liked to keep everything running super smooth so you don't mention certain things around certain family members. So you like the river Zoa. Wait, hey Springer. For you, like the river Zora. They're my hyperfixation today. The river Zora? Oh, from Zelda? What do they look like? Are they different from Ocean Zora? Okay, River Zora, yep. Now what about Ocean Zora versus... Okay. And then you got Seas... Okay, you got the Sea Zora. And then... Or are these sea Zora in the in Breath of the Wild? Are these ocean or what kind of Zora are in Ocean of Wild? I mean, not Ocean of Wild, Breath of the Wild. Okay, I guess there's sea Zora. But they're all different varied. These are the Zora in the first Zelda game. Yeah, they're like creatures in the Black Lagoon. Yeah, and I guess there's a queen in one of them. Mm. Oh, they're both? I will say it's a little bit difficult working on, uh, the smaller screen. It's a phone. It's like what, 2. Well, let's see. No, that can't be 3 inches. It's about like 2.5 inches wide. One, maybe just 2 inches wide. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then like 5. You know, as opposed to my tablet, which is well, let's forego the inches and let's just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times bigger than my phone. So yeah, with that, and it's a pen, and you're not walking around or stumbling around or driving in a car. Uh, it's all a little bit more stationary. Gyro, gyro. Oh. Yeah, yeah. This is cleaning up a little better. Even if I don't clean up everything, just making a few cleaner lines here and there, just like gives the impression that it's all cleaner. Have you seen the recent episode of the Digital Circus? Actually, no, I haven't seen. Did they drop a new Gaslight District? I haven't been following the Amazing Digital Circus. I've been watching. My preference is Big Top Burger. No. Overview? No. Color. Yeah. Gyro, gyro. I think it was this. Yeah. Close enough. Narrow. I guess it is interesting. I wonder whether. I will have to watch it and then get back to you on it. I will do that. In fact, let's just do that. Here, I'll add it to the list. Let's see. I need to also. I'm doing the Artcast now for Debbie. So I got a copy. I've got a schedule set right here. Debbie Turnbuckle. Okay, I'll have to do an art short of that tomorrow. Let's see. Side eye review. Sure. Tell you what, might as well add both while I'm doing it. Again, I'm not that much into Gaslight District, but gas. All right, I'll do Gaslight District first, and then we'll see if we can get into Digital Circus. Oh, sorry. We're engaged. See you in a little bit. Let's see. J.I. No. I don't know if you missed the message, but any information on my commission, where is it in the queue? Your commission. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me pop up commissions. I'm sorry, Fish. Oh, wait. The two. I mean, I hesitate the word dragons, but I'm not sure. The two dragons. One is definitely Cobalt adjacent. Let's see. I labeled it as Mountain Kiss. Yeah, okay. I labeled it as Mountain Kiss underneath my things. Oh yeah, he's a little goat guy, isn't he? Could that be a cobalt? I'm not sure exactly what a cobalt is. I heard it's a lizard thing, but a lot of kobolds, I guess, are hairy. Tieflings. Okay. But anyway, I think Mountain Kiss is an appropriate title. Let's see. Did I do this one? Yeah, I did this one. Okay, so this one's done. I'll get this out of here. No. Summer, no. Oh, Rosalina Soccer. Yeah, we already did that one. Okay, that was another one. Poppy? Who's Poppy? What is Poppy? Oh yeah, this one's done too. Yeah, okay. I definitely need to do the Demon Girl. I need to do Demon Girl, and then I can start working on that one. That's the one I started inking last time. Also doing a little bit of coloring too. I can't work on that one because I'm using the zip drive I used to save all my files, and I transferred that to another computer, which I'm using. Poppy Opossum? No, I'm guessing this is Poppy from no, Trolls. Yeah, I did a quick sketch of a Trolls. The girl from Trolls. And I've got Courtney in. Oh, I know I have Courtney. This is not a commission, but this is just a thing I have. Yep. Yes. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this is fine. This is just a quick. This looks like it's. No. Just wait. Fix the hair a little bit, and then we're done. Not on your guys' end. I'm cleaning up the roughness, smoothing out some of the edges that happened when I transferred this and cleaned it up. Again, got to work with a little bit bigger canvas when I start inking. Other than that, this turned out pretty damn decent. Ah, yeah. Trolls 2. Okay. Yeah, it's a really simple drawing, but if I work on it, if I work on the skills when it comes to the phone, I could do more and more elaborate stuff. There's also a table, not a desktop. There's a desktop version of the program, and I'm wondering if I just do inks. If I just do inks, or I just work strictly within vectors, and then bring that over onto the desktop, and then increase the size there. But then again, I wouldn't be able to like play with all the the liquid the liquid shapes and stuff that make it fun. This is fine. This is fine. And again, really good for at least phone quality. In fact, I'm working on a new drawing right now. Let me just go ahead and, geez, it still hasn't sent that email. That was like an hour ago. Let me go and take care of this. Select, get rid of it. Let's see if I can just make this bigger, at least twice as big. Edit canvas. Yeah, okay. The canvas opening, the canvas tool. Clear setup. Yeah, see, even just the small detail of like working on a hand can get a little fussy. Ooh, speaking of which, before I do anything, I want to fix this hand. Okay, that's good. Now it does have a liquefy button, which you're able to kind of stretch and squash some shapes, and then boom, I just made that hand look 100 times better. Okay, canvas, resize, print or pixels. Okay, what happens if I just do this? 600. Okay, is it still messy? Like, I try to make it as big as I'd work with 600 by 600, but then it was just incomprehensibly slow. This is fine, though. This works out great. This was still very, very responsive, so this is fine. I'll just use this when it comes to, yeah, take the base size that I work with, double it, and then you're good when you want to start inking and stuff. Inking and shading too, which was very nice to discover that I could just do it the same principle that I do, or the same technique when I'm working on the tablet or Paint Studio. Just put it on a different layer, and then choose a color, and then set the multiplicity and the opacity, and then boom, you're good. good. What is it? It's about 3:30. 2:30 here. Okay, so. Hmm. Okay, time to close this up and then start another project. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, schedule. Okay, let's do this. Nope, that's not right. That's not the one I want. Hit the wrong button. So anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I did this just while coming and going from Sedona, which was a nice trip. Drive wasn't bad. It's about like maybe 2 hours. Other than a little bit of a roundabout around some mountains, it's pretty much a straightaway. One turn off the highway, and then onto another, and that's pretty much the trip. Let's see. Oh, I want this one. The new shit. Uh, well, let's see. Crap. What did I have open? Oh, come now. No. Shit, I lost some of my references that I was working with. Come on. Ugh. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do another. We'll do this another way. I can pick out the references just in a little bit. Yeah, so here you can see I'm starting to get a little bit granular little bit more detail with the hands. Um, I wish there was a way that you could work with the thickness of the shapes that you build or the vectors that you build. In every other program I could think of, like even Paint Tool Saya, which is like just kind of wading into vectors. There's a way to like pick out the nodes and then work with and then tweak the thickness of the line from there. This has no such thing. Again, this is like a really, really light version of all the vector programs. So yeah, it's fine. Everything's there in one thing, so I wasn't too upset. But like, yeah, even that business model of like $20 a year, I don't know. I just didn't. It's I don't like that business model, but I sort of was like, sure. That's not right. This is fine. Da, da, da. Da. There we go. Yeah, I could do better than that. Okay, let's see. Okay, close that. Open up this one. Get this set up. You can reorder the shapes, which is nice. Oh, simplify. Simplify is great. Sorta. It gets a little. I don't know. It's hard to find a balance between retaining the shape that you may draw, and and cleaning everything up nicely. There are other programs, desktop sort of things that do a better job. I mean, even Inkscape, which is a free to use program, if you're ever looking for a way to do vectors, um, has a sort of a better cleanup option. Other than that, I mean, again, this is on a phone. It's fine. And I think what I'm going to start doing is you can see the difference between that thicker outline of that one finger. There you go. I just used the simplifying just now. Still doesn't quite simplify it enough, but if you simplify it any more, then you lose the definition of the line you've just drawn. Yeah, you know what? I think I may start doing it where I use the thicker line, the one that doesn't taper as much. Beg your pardon. And then cleaning that up afterwards. And I should preference that I've been doing this a lot, trying to figure out like what's the best phone app to do this on. And so far, I do like the result I have here. I've used other programs like there's one I hold on to. Where is it? Oh yeah, Vector Motion, which is not the best, not the most intuitive program, but it is good at making vectors, which in turn is a good way that afterwards, when I'm done, I can import it into. Well, I suppose I could import these shapes into Paint Ibis as well, but you can it retains its vector. You know, the thing that makes it a vector, which is its maximum editability. When you transfer it onto your computer and open it in, say, Affinity Designer 2. Also, being vectors, you can go through and change the different shapes after the fact. Can't connect them. Can't connect two different shapes, which even in Paint Tools say you can do. I mean, they sort of have to be on the same layer. I have to figure that out. Maybe if you join the two shapes together. But even then, with them on the same layer, I don't think there's a way to like connect two different lines. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe you have to move the line over a different node. Maybe. I had plenty of time to like play with it. I don't know what that's from. Oh, it might be from Barney. Oh, that's a deep memory. I remember when Barney's Playground was just a jungle gym. That was my Barney. And I think my brother grew up during those school backpack days. And then they just recently relaunched it, I guess, as a cartoon? Which sort of takes away the charm of the whole Barney mystique thing. Yeah, that's what that song is from. It was just, oh, I know how I remember it. I remember that from, oddly enough, my little brother. We would, and during the summer, we would get up. I'd get up early and watch all of the cartoon shows that they had. You know, the Jay Ward stuff, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Underdog, and then it would lead into like some of the really obscure stuff, like Mummies. Well, they had Mummies Alive, Bots Master, stuff like that. But like we're talking like maybe 10 o'clock.
like before we were supposed to be in school. But like during the summer, you just you like try to run through whatever channels you had, and Barney was on, and my little brother would watch that, and I just kind of, I don't know, play Pokemon or whatever. Or some board game. Oh no, I don't know. I think people just kind of got a little bit annoyed about it. It was an easy punching block. I'm trying to think. It was mainly like that one Animaniacs episode. What was that? It was Blarney. Did they call it Blarney? He had a completely different. Did it have something to do with cheese? No. And there was that one episode. I can't think of anything. Oh yeah, maybe some Simpsons references and stuff like that. I started supporting Barney in high school when I found out like the KKK got pissed off because Barney was. They found out Barney was a black guy, and then got off. That's not the first run-in the KKK has had with the PBS. I mean, now they run it, but I think the only time Mr. Rogers actually sued anyone for copyright was because the KKK were using an impersonator to like make robocalls. Like, jeez, man. They also got pissed off because Elmo was also. They found out that he was also black. I didn't know Elmo was a relatively new character. Let's see. How long has Elmo been around? I always had in my head that he was always around. But I guess he was a relatively new character compared to like Big Bird and Snuffleupagus and Grover and wait, no, it was Grover, yeah, and Oscar the Grouch, Elmo puppet character. Because I'm trying to think, Elmo and the Sinclair baby share a voice. Okay, well, first appearance, season 11. So that was as a supporting character, 1985, season 17 as a permanent character. Okay, so he made a few appearances here and there, and then 5 years later became a permanent fixture. That makes sense why I always thought he was around, because he was literally around since I was born. And that was okay. That's not too bad. 10-year run into the series. When did he get like his? When did he get his uncle? Not uncle. I just read he has an uncle. What's her name? Rosita. There we go. Is that the one with the rock? Oh, like robocalls. I don't know. I don't know what was up their butts that day, or that at that particular time. I think the robocalls were about something involving, I don't know, some sort of local law that they was trying to pass. Hmm. Let's see now. What am I looking for here? I was trying to find something. Oh. No. No, don't need this. Oh, hey. Yeah, right? What happened here? Jarrow. Jarrow Zeppoli. No, pardon me. Yeah, and shoot.
Okay. Sorry, I had some issues with my computer. It just went blank. I'm just gonna cancel. Save. Yeah. There we go. Hey, Andre, how's it going? Again, recapping. This is all done on the within the phone. Mainly just let's see. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a good day. Well, a great day. Um, I'm doing pretty good, helping my mom out with charity fashion show this weekend. Oh, that's good. Good for you. What is it like? School or take place at a school? Hello, May. How you doing? Oh, it's her breast cancer. Oh, cool. Pink Lotus Project. That sounds cool. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Who's the schmuck? Let's see. Jaro, Jaro, Jaro Zeppeli. Um,
Yeah, I guess just putting the final touch on this one hand.
Look what we got here. So have you seen the newest Netflix animated movie?
K-pop Demon Hunters. I've been hearing a lot about it, which is good. Good. I heard that it was supposed to be like released in theaters, but they advised against it. I guess it was Sony or something. I've been seeing a lot of drawings of the little cat guy, and I've been seeing a lot of drawings of the bird guy with the 3 eyes and the hat. That's a pretty cool little design. Let's see, what was it? I was at a Ross's today. We were out shopping, and I was out at Ross's, and I came across a little action figure. It wasn't even in the action figure section. It was like tucked away. Some kid left it in the garden, whatever. Like they have a little like garden barbecue section where you can like find little statues and also like a hamburger making kit and all that stuff. And I'm trying to think of what it said. It said now on Netflix, and it was Unicorn Academy or Magic Academy. Yeah, it might have been Unicorn Academy. Hold on. Let me see. I'm just looking at like.
Sorry. Yeah, the one issue is I can change the line shape, but I can't change the. Well, I suppose I could, but it would be a pain to line up the layer that I have the colors on. Okay, looking at a Russian animation called Clinic. I think I've heard of that. I followed a Twitter channel or a Twitter, and I'm wondering if they migrated over to Blue Skies yet. But it was Czech animation. Which had a bunch of interesting stuff. Of course, there's of course the one that always gets the play, which is a talking fish, not a talking fish, or something about a talking fish. I don't know. The one with the really trippy animation with the wizard. That it's an old retelling of of a Hungarian folktale where there's different iterations, but it involves some poor guy doing something nice, and then in return receiving a table that gives them, magically makes them food. I found like maybe the first 2 seasons, yeah. Would you like to see a Robot Boy sequel, reboot? I don't know. Again, I think it's more of a French Canadian series. I don't know if the WB would back anything like that. I'm not sure exactly how much funding they received. I know that, oddly enough, Ed, Edd n Eddy was the only show that they picked up and funded directly. That was a Canadian show. I mean, they would import stuff like Total Drama Island and League of Super Evil and other things like that. What do we got here? Hey. Yeah, not an especially big following. I tell you what's really good, and I think most of it's on YouTube. If you want to see like a really sort of weird, funny, and also stylistic French show, try Sherlock Yak. Like, are we talking? Hey, Britt, are we talking about the original or like the new one that they had for like a hot minute? Yeah, I think there was a VHS of that one movie, the one with the villain, and it ended up blowing up. Yeah. Hanna-Barbera studio. Yeah, that's right. Hanna-Barbera does have one like last little offshoot in Europe, don't they? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, microphone flopped around. Yeah.
Yeah, I know of Cool World. It's a very trippy, surreal movie, and again, Ralph Bakshi is not like. Eh, I think one of his weaker points was his writing, or at least, I mean, he does interesting stuff. Cohesive storytelling, would that be a fair assessment? Sort of had the same issue Don Bluth did. Burn, you okay? Dang, I gotta go. Shame. I enjoyed commenting on these videos when he is live. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. You take care. We're almost done. I think. Yeah, we got maybe about another 10 minutes. I'm just wrapping up, doing some shading. I think I literally did all this stuff while I was wandering around the Rosses. Oh, I was going to look up Unicorn Academy and see what that Netflix was. Something Academy. Looks like it was trying to be like Monster High or Equestria Girls or something like that. Yeah, okay. So Netflix Unicorn Academy. This is definitely a show. It's got 3 seasons. Okay, they're girls. They ride horses. Magical. When was this released? April 2005? Well, season 3 is 2005. So, which means they might have been around for at least. Is a Canadian animated series, Spin Master and Mainframe. So the people that made okay, number of episodes is 20, and they have 3 episodes, which means, ugh. Okay, season 1 has 9, season 2 has 10, and season 3 has 1. So is this the final movie, or is this just... Okay, that might be just the capper. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Where can I find? I'm looking. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, so
What do we got here? Yeah. Yeah, right? Do I like Adventure Time? Yeah. Adventure Time's a good show. Let's see. What are they doing? I was going to say, I still got to watch, or rather rewatch, the Cake and Fiona stuff. I kind of dropped off when they started doing all the mini series stuff. You know, the different islands and uh, let's say the island adventures, the elemental adventures. But basically, they just started producing all these shorter arcs. The vampire one. Still have to watch that all the way through. I sort of kind of caught the beginning of that. Okay, so here basically I flattened the whole thing, so no more layers. And this is probably where everything got a little bit messed up. Because once you do this and liquefy everything, um, then then the sharpness of your line quality will fall a little bit. Not too bad. And there we go. I'm just stretching out the arms a little bit, making it all look a little bit nicer. Yeah. That arm. She's got kind of lanky arms. They're a little bit, especially the hands. If you can't zoom in on the references that I'm using, but her hands are kind of overly big in the official model, which I just kind of play with. There we go. Bring that back down a little bit. I gotta stretch out the head a little bit though. Yeah, there we go. Make it more of a square shape. I mean, her head is more of a long rectangle and less of an actual square. And I'm just working on the background. Just a nice, light little, I don't know, something. Light blue square. Oh, hey, damn, Fitz. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this isn't your commission, though. I'm just kind of goofing around with this. There we go. I need to kind of mess with the hair a little bit, make it a little bit less. And again, this sort of eats away at the line quality, but also just helps improve the shape a little bit better. And then you taper your lines a little more. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. No. We didn't restart again, did we? Nope. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, this will be posted a little bit later, but I think this turned out good, especially for my first try with working with the new vector line settings. Again, if I wanted to, I could just leave everything as vector and try to import that into my regular stuff. I mean, there's no way to actually export vector, but I could export it as whatever file that IbisX works with, and bring that onto the desktop version of it, blow that up, or even resize the lines. It's all vector. So then I make that bigger, and then transfer it, and then I can color it and work with it on, I don't know, stuff. It's a process, but again, this is a nice process. This was nice to have something for you guys after running around at stores and stuff, which is something to keep in mind. You know, something in the back of the head when I'm running around and I'd be like, okay, well, I could be making something right now, and I could. Anyway, yeah, good experiment. We'll see what comes of it. In the meantime, if you guys could do me a favor and stay cool, stay safe, and stay tuned, I'll see you next time, okay? Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Fitz. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.